Hey guys, welcome. I'm Tracy. This is my channel, Tracy from the Mermaid Cove. And I spent the day yesterday. This is getting nice and chunky, y'all. I just spent the day kind of in bed going through, y'all, I need some coffee. Just playing, literally no rhyme or reason, no trying to make it cohesive, just playing. My motto used to be but first coffee, but now it's but first water. So I have my 16 ounces, y'all, trying to have 16 ounces. But here is sort of my bag. I love these blue Q bags, but this is just a bag of goodies I had, right? I had different kind of markers. I didn't do a lot of marking work. I started this book ripping out pages and gluing them together now, so I have like at least 2 pages and just like coloring. Like this book I had this from, it's called History of Man or something, but so look at that, right? But the paper is so saturated. Look how it just pulls the color. Isn't that cool? So, and then I saved, just doodling, you know, just playing around. But, and I tried to do a little painting, but I really need to be at my table to really do it. Some stuff from like cookbooks for color. And then I pulled out the pages, and what's really good, I mean, I pulled out some of the illustrations I like and would like to use in the book. But what's kind of cool too is when you're going to glue something, a piece, if you put it on an old piece of paper, I go through magazines or catalogs. I even have an old little phone book. And then you just go to the next page, right? And you don't get the stickiness on anything, which I'm just like really good at doing. I have this magazine called Flow. I was looking at that. So look at this. I'm going to do something lovely with that. So yeah, so this is kind of the remnants of this book. And this is fairy tales. I'm not sure, folk and fairy tales, but look at how much I took out. So I did that. I picked out 2 new, well, not new, needless to say, but I found them. I'm not sure. I'm going to see. Well, I don't know. I got that one to work in. And look how cool that is, y'all. And it's just an old, what is this from? 2015. So thinking about those. I just kind of kept wanting to, you know, these are, you know, just the different scraps that happened to be in this particular little thing. Well, this is Dollar Tree envelope. I love them. And just, you know, I've been using these rub-ons like crazy. I don't know where I got them originally. I don't believe they were Dollar Tree, but I have them forever. But they work pretty good. Put some stickers in my book. So yeah, so that is, and then this little cute, how cute is this little thing? This is going to go in a book somewhere. But this was more like ephemera for the other book I'm working on. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that nice? Old book cover. Look at that patina. So anyway, I was sorting some stuff out for that. And I had some watercolor. Again, I did not feel, that was the Flow. Have y'all ever looked at that? I don't think they make them or sell them in the US anymore. But anyway, it's just, I pulled out more pictures just to kind of color. And I was using my Coptic markers for that. Anyway, so I just decided to work with what I had, right? Not to go pick up, I mean, I have all, usually in some ways I've already curated it if it's already done. Whoa! Okay. Anyway, we're gonna clean. We're gonna get up Monday and clean for sure. Okay, so let's see. Just get through it a little bit. So I added this. That was from that magazine. Go with the Slow, right? I thought that was kind of cute. But and then when I find stuff I might want to use, I just kind of stick it. These little like little jewel things. But I just added my name. You know, just little. These were little color things I liked. that I cut out to use later. I put a tiny bit of glue on that. Added this. I found some washi tapes. So I put those all over the place. I found like 6 different ones. Cut out this camel from the fairy tale book. Just some more washi tape right here. Isn't that pretty? This was something I found, lost and found out in the street. And so I always kind of sometimes like the illusion of a frame without really doing a frame. So like this, I have the butterfly, I have some washi tape, I have this little just piece of scrap I got in some kind of exchange. That was cut out of that Flow magazine. And then I found this in the Flow magazine, this border. So I just cut that out. I thought that was really cool. The whole magazine is going to be pillaged to get stuff. This is just not, I don't know, I added these 2 things, just words. I mean, literally I could just put white or gesso on this and start over, but this is about playing. Again, more tape, little mark making. I like numbers. That was just a book page. This, I'm not sure what's happening, y'all. I'm not sure. Is that the best way to see it? See if you can glare. But it's just, again, it's play. And this cool little book cover. And again, I put some more of my washi tape. And let's say I think of another thing I want to do. I could come take this out or cut it out, you know, because it's really just a play journal. Added a, you know what that is, Fortune. This is from that book too, where I colored it in. Now what I like to do is where I have like here, just on here, there's like a little hiding thing. But what I like to do is add a little tab so I know there's a pocket. This is so Mimi. Cut out like a little, there's a woman's face here, little more washi tape, and then just some other elements that I have, you know, that I came across that, you know, you might want to use. Like this was in that Flow, had a lot of fun little illustrations. Anyway, this was trying to do something with this. It's kind of, I don't know, I want to make it a card to journal on, but all that's a starting point, right? You never ever have to end up where you start, that's for sure. But anyway, so love to have a pocket. This might be a journal card too, but just think it's so cool. I'd like to try to mimic that on a page. Like see here, this was just from the border of that magazine. And this, I found this, so I put her in. I think she's either Sabrina, no, I think she's the person from, is it Sabrina Ward Harrison, the Papayalicious? Anyway, I love this. I put that on. So, you know, sometimes you see people's books and they're just so perfect and just full of stuff and you think, wow, it just seems overwhelming to me. But just playing, right? And trying things and experimenting. Like just, again, it's kind of like a little bit, but I put little jewels here. Hate this. Well, I don't hate this page, but you know. Again, you just go over, added this little thing. More of this washi tape. This was from a company that did the Smash books. Just added a little tab here and the jewels. Just was running around. Again, just started adding a little bit of black to all this. What's happening? And here, just literally put this 317 on here. In a little, say, although the night is damp, the little firefly ventures out and slowly lights his lamp. Isn't that cute? So that fairy tale book, make sure you can see. Okay, so the fairy tale book had lots of fun little stuff in there. This, I'm not sure. I put this little thing there. I don't know about that, but anyway, again, this little sticker. So it's just kind of. This, I love this. Actually, I love the juxtaposition of this tattooed woman and this children's sort of scrapbook page, an A to Z, and I put a little brilliant gold ink pad around her. Again, didn't really do anything there. Just adding, like I added her, just adding little bits that I find interesting. You know, added this. Blue skies. Just did some doodling. Did a little gluing too. This was a little element. I'm not sure. It had something that I didn't like, but just playing around with color. And this, I love this. I found this. Some stamping we did in a class. And you're my cup of tea, and this little couple here. And I like the idea, like, okay, who is your cup of tea? I love this green. Love this green. Add a little some green of those things. A little bit in her hair. More tape. So this was a picture of me when I was probably at one of my heaviest. Anyway. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of interesting. And then again, I add a little tab here. The note someone wrote me, probably around the time I was that size. A little tab here, y'all. So that means there's a pocket. Look how fun. I mean, this was just fun. Just coloring in. And I used whatever color Coptic markers I had thrown in my bag. And I did like a little piece of paper there. Just little fun stuff. Little scraps. I had another washi tape. I don't have a lot, but apparently I couldn't find it all because it was in this one bag. I added like this painted from that book. And then here it says, you always bring others happiness. I crossed out the always. You bring others happiness. No pressure. Just some doodling, you know. Again, we go a little bit with that frame thing. Every answer is inside you, but listen first. Isn't that the truth? Again, I think I just did some, I don't know if I'd done that before. Still not sure here. This was from, these two were from that children's book. I love the moon. And then this was like a Hansel and Gretel's house, I think. And this, I just had, this is a picture of some kind of relatives of mine. And blank. I might, you know, I love this where you peel paper. I want to do more of that. I've taken classes on it, but to go back and review that. Or I could just glue it together, right? Made this a little journaling thing. Added a little tab and just put some dots on it. I cut this out of that flow. Just these tiny little elements. Like this cat. I'm not sure I want here, but I added this, it's not staying, but just little bits from that magazine. Just these cute little elements. And a little Blythe doll. Just added a label I found. I ripped something off and wanted a little bit of distress. Now this, you guys, this kind of thing drove my mother crazy. I love, look how fun that packaging is. Trader Joe's is the same way, but my mom said if you don't use it, it's trash that you're hoarding. But I put some washi tape. I love that washi tape. I tried to glue it down. I didn't want to stay, but I got the washi tape now. And it's a great little pocket, right? For just the little odds and ends that, word card, found that thing. You know, just little bits. I may not use them in this book, but just so they don't keep falling out. One of my friend's recipe cards. I love that. I want to incorporate her writing. Just from a journal, little bits and drabs here. I love this. So I think I will do something in here, you know, and use that. Maybe make a tag out of it. And sometimes when you cut things, I don't know, I thought that was interesting. That's the problem. I can see interesting things in everything, you guys. It is a blessing and a curse, maybe. I don't know. Again, just like that. That came from her, I think. So I might, you know, I might put that right here just for some continuation. But yeah, this I might make into a little journaling card. You can make, well, I love these kind of things. I have lots of different ones. I can't wait to go through my stuff with you. And then some paper clips, just randomly, so I can hold things on. Okay. And this again means there's, you know, there's that. But I love this. So her little head came off. But this was from that book, and it was really, some of that book is like the history of man. Like it starts off, but they were like in the Dust Bowl, right? I mean, look at their faces. But I just, again, the way I have much more of that, but some of these old photography books, you guys, are so good at absorbing color, and these are just Coptic markers. So I don't know if I might do something else with her head. I'm going to put her there for now, but I love this background. I like do more mark making here, kind of zone this out a little bit more. And then I had the cookies, and I put yum donuts. There's a group called L7, you guys, which is one of my favorite female groups. And they have a thing called donuts, and it's yum donuts. And then they scream out Boston cream during their concert, which I got to see. L7, y'all. And again, this is from that same book, and I ripped out her face and just dotted and just doodled a little bit. Again, there's a ticket, there's a little tab, means there's a pocket. So this is something Mimi gave me, and this was on the back of it. And this says, find your soulmate. So just a little, I love numbers, random words. Just put her in here for now, my little mermaid. And again, this says ode to imitation. We're always urged to be authentic, original, and innovative. But sometimes copying is the best way to learn something. And imitation can be a beneficial step towards creation. And that's what I do sometimes. Like when you take a workshop, you have, let's say you have 12 people. And she's showing you how to do something. And even though you're really not copying, but you're following her directions, everyone's turns out different. But sometimes when I see people on YouTube, like this one I sat down to do, the one that's more, where is this one? Okay, well the one that's more vintagey looking. Okay. I think I would know my book better than this, because I spent like 8 hours with it yesterday. It was so good not to accomplish anything but play, right? That's going to be my motto this year. Anywho. Okay, well, I thought it was much towards the front, but maybe not. Okay, this one. So it's not normally my palette, but this Jane Chip, and people like her on Instagram, kind of have this sort of, and I have tons of stuff, right? Like this piece of paper here started this because I found it in the garage. But yeah, so that's, you know, imitation, and you end up somewhere that's yours, right? Again, book cover. I love these old book covers, you guys. It just makes me happy, right? It just makes me happy. So I added like a piece of, from another book. I love this little, so this is one of these snack bags you can get. I'm going to put a word here, but again, I might make that little journaling thing, white that out, the new flower power, this little cute little doohickey. So just a place to have scraps. I think 2 would be nice, and this is open on the side. I haven't fixed that yet. I'm going to get some washi tape, tape it down. I love these colors. And again, I added just this little shadow, some washi tape, little paper, and did some, I had a dauber from like, let me show you this dauber. I have another one, but it looks like the color of vomit, so I haven't been using it. Look at this treasure trove, y'all. I went through some of this with you, but like here's the washi tape. Here's the Coptic markers that I had. Love these things. I will invest in those more because I love them. Anyway, where's my dauber, y'all? I didn't use these yet, but look at the metallic rub-ons. Some stuff is, oh, here it is. So this is that Tim Holtz Distress Stain Picket Fence, it's called. So it's almost like those bingo daubers, you know. Luckily, you know, gets dry, but this one worked pretty good. So I've been daubing all over the place. This thing is packed, y'all. It's a little daubing. And then love this page. I thought this was just too black, so I did. There's some daubs, just mark making basically is what it's called. Love this. Again, this is a cover of a old French book falling apart. Added that from a journal I have that you write in. It happened to be in my room. I added this, again, it's from that same journal. Not sure. I put meow with those like little rub-on thingies. And again, I like to have something that indicates there's something there. This I'm not sure what to do with, if it will make it in this book, but this was from, you know, you get those, I found it like was Dover, but they're stained glass from like William and Morris, so you're supposed to color or paint on them, but I just love that. So I might just staple it, trim it down a little bit more and staple it. I don't know. I love all these numbers, and again, I love this. I'm going to do more of that. I just ripped her up. So I think magazine pages are good. So you glue them down, let them curate, and then you pull them off. Just, again, love this little washi tape. It looks like the road, right? This I've been fussing with, been trimming it, and I redid how I folded it. Again, a little tab. Just added a few little things here. Again, like this. So I don't know if I'll just cut it out and use this as a frame. I'm not sure. So sometimes, you know, you go and you buy all this stuff, but look at that. You can, out of magazines, especially at thrift stores, if they still have, you know, if they have old magazines. I have tons. Just scribbled around here. Don't know if I'd already done that, but this is the tiniest little piece of, like, I guess it's considered washi tape, but it's gold foiled. And just threw that on. Love this. This is one of my favorite book covers. Again, just put the road down, and there's my guy. Here's my guy. And I had put this as a book from thing. So anyway, y'all, I got to get ready for my day. I just wanted to share that with you. A junk journal, glue book, altered, you know, diary. Just look at that. That makes me so happy, you guys. So yeah, it's really a discovery back to my art, back to what makes me happy. And I don't know how you get kind of separated from it. And like I said, you know, so many people, you're watching these junk journals and they're almost like just professional, like amazing. And it's a little intimidating for me. Because I always kind of leaned a little bit away from scrapbooking, you guys, but I really do like them, and they're fun, and I have so much stuff that it makes so much sense to do it. And what's fun with having many going on, you know, this is just going to be my sit down and play, and I'm going to make another one. There's so much room more in here to add stuff, and before I start like trying to do like a spread or do something. But like I said, I want an A to Z. I'm going to do an A to Z Christmas book. I'm going to do an A to Z erotica book. So y'all might not see that. And I have my A to B. So that just is prepping the book, right? And that's pulling pages and gluing. I have to ask Beverly, because I was a little willy-nilly in that other book I pulled out. Maybe there's somebody has done a good tutorial on that. But yeah, just I'm so excited. And I will say, you know, my friend Mary, she lives in Texas. She's known me since like I was 11, if y'all can imagine such a thing. She said I'm just the way I was then. Shocking. But, you know, she's been urging me. You know, we've known each other my whole life, and, you know, you lose track. Not you don't lose track of people, you're not in contact, but she's really been great since my mother died. And, you know, and she always says she gets as much from me as I get from her. And that's the kind of relationship you want in your life, right? Oh, what a blessing that is. But she's been really kind of gently encouraging me, do your art, sit down, play. And I realized in my head I had these expectations. And you know what? This is not the year of expectations. That was 2022, y'all. 2023 is about play, experimenting, fun, making as many mistakes as you can make, learning and moving on. So this kind of book for me is very freeing, right? Where, you know, if I'm doing like a spread in a book, maybe I want it, but even that, you know, I've got to let that go, because creativity is a muscle too, right? And, I can feel my muscle memory. I can feel, and I've learned all these amazing techniques. Now there's this school called Fodder School 2. And I'm like feeling it every time I see someone on Instagram. And it's a couple $100 for a year, and you get 12 different teachers. I love stuff like that, you guys, where you get different people. But I think it ended up being $14 a month. I'm not sure. But anyway, I just don't know. I think you can join at any time because you get the whole year. But this has been a tough month because these people are making these pages and just to use, fodder. So basically fodder is, a stash, things that you have that you can use, right, in your art that you can grab, like a bunch of papers you've made, that kind of thing. Ephemera, things, one day I'll just sit down and cut out things and make little embellishments. Which is fun too. So there's so many different steps to creativity. But I just right now, I'm going to wait until after and get into February and see, one, I would like to have my studio goals. I'm not sure I'm going to have time Monday, but I'm trying to, I'll take y'all down there. Maybe later today we'll go down and I'll talk through it with y'all. Because I want to move my desk forward, right? And this is, many steps. It's not Herculean in the sense when you break it into steps, like clear and front. I have to move something. And I think I can move the two things, I have to clear everything off my desk, right? And then what I want to do is, it's just a tabletop on little horsey things that I got from IKEA 500 years ago. And then everything underneath it, do a good vacuuming. But on the side of it, I have this like huge stack of ephemera and papers and stuff I was just kind of going through that I'm afraid will topple over. But if it does, it does, right? What can I do? Get my IKEA bags and start throwing stuff in. And, again, I'm letting go of this. It has to be a certain way. Then you can create, right? It's like you have to lose weight before you go to the gym. No, you go to the gym probably because you're losing weight, or the gym helps you lose weight. The whole thing. So, but I would like to have a painting table, and it's actually not that much full, but of course it's a landing spot, right? So I would like to get that sort of clear, and that's just about putting things places, right? And then when I redo my bookshelves, I still am trying to put like with like. Y'all, I have so much fun stuff. We're going to do thrift hauls from my studio, from my house. The Beverly and I are going to go thrifting today. She's on the lookout for like weird little Santas and angels, stuff like that. She's doing wreaths. I can't wait to show you. So talented. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on with my thought process. But it just was such a lovely, quiet day to do that. And I would get up and move, go get water, get a little something to eat. That kind of thing. Do maybe 20 minutes or something. Come on back and get back into my glue and my scissors and color. Since I was a kid. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. If you're new, I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you can comment. Let me know what's going on with you, or recommend people to watch or product. I love to hear about new glues or new products. I did get this new glue from Crafty Girl. And also, I got her kit, which is the third series she sort of put out, and I resisted, but it was Valentine's. I felt like I didn't have a lot of Valentine's or Christmas, y'all. That's not even funny. So I want to go through that with you guys too. But she had a glue she was using, so I think it's better for... It's not as good. I don't know. For what I was doing, the glue stick was perfect. But for doing the junk journals and chunky stuff, I'm going to really try her glue and see what it's called, Beaten or something like that. I got from Amazon. But yeah, so let me know. And please subscribe and like and comment. And it really matters, as I keep hearing the algorithm likes. And I'm trying to get up there right now. My goal is 1,000, y'all. 1,000. But I think I've gotten like 15 so far. So that's awesome. So thank you guys who are new and subscribed. And I'm such a potpourri, if you will, of things. Like some people just do junk journals, or just do art, or just do Trader Joe's, or just do this or that, but I just can't. That's not how my ADHD brain works. So thank you again. And those are my true blues. If y'all watching this and you don't like it, Thank you. Just let it run. Just let it run. But if you're even remotely curious, everyone thinks, well, I'm not creative. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Who told you that, right? Who told you you're not creative? That's bull crap. Everyone's creative. They are. It's just, don't take the label off. Or anyone can get crayons and just draw randomly marks, right? And fill them in. I mean, that's not. But if you're interested and you need some advice, or, let me know. I'm happy to, in my little way. There's so much out there, though. But I kind of feel like sometimes I'm just like a little bit more down to earth and realistic, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like some people are in an alternative universe that maybe I used to aspire to be in, but now I'm pretty happy right where I'm at. So, all right, guys, I will be back soon with, I don't know, God help me, some Trader Joe's, y'all. It's time for the Trader Joe's.